Welcome back, everybody, and it is time to start a brand new day. Let's go ahead and dive in and check out this Abomasnow lead. Great lead for us. We're going to go ahead, farm him down. If you see an Abomasnow, do not use that charge move, even if it is Shadow. Not going to do a whole lot of damage to us. Return the favor and throw that Stone Edge like crazy. Usually they will shield and try to get that second energy ball off. No worries. Here it comes. And then boom, they are gone. Next up, Lantern, so we're going to quick switch to Medicham to lure out that flying type. Now, if I had switched straight to Victreebel, they would have switched, obviously, to Altaria. And in the same vein, I did not want my Bastiodon to die, because had there been a flyer, which there was, we would have been in trouble, and we would have lost. So, Medicham was our quote-unquote sacrificial lamb here. And hey, no problem, Bastiodon's coming back in. We're going to go ahead, we're going to farm him down. We're going to go ahead and waste this one shield, but hey, it's just to ensure our victory here, because when it comes to Lantern, we're not going to need a shield, but better safe than sorry. It is game over. All right, time for a battle against Granbull. Really rare Pokemon. Saw it last season, but hey, they quick switched to Medicham. We are quick switching to Victreebel. Shield this Ice Punch, because that's what it's going to be. Charge up that Leaf Tornado and then throw it. This person actually doesn't shield, which was a kind of a little weird, but hey, no worries. We get that attack break. That means that we don't have to worry about shielding ourselves. They cannot do enough damage with that attack break to kill us. Granbull's back in. Bastiodon is going at it like crazy. We're going to go ahead and farm up that charged energy. Make sure to shield here. We do not want to take a close combat. They quick switch to Swampert. So hey, everything is golden. We're going to go ahead and send out Medicham. Now, they have two shields here, so do not use a charge move. We do not want to give them any more fast moves, just because they are in a great position as far as that's concerned. They have, at this point, it could be unlimited shields. Doesn't matter. Bastiodon's coming back in. They're going to get one Hydro Cannon off, but hey, it's just too little too late. Here comes in here comes in Granbull, and it is over. That's it. Game. All right, so we have Cofagrigus. Now with them, I normally throw a Stone Edge and then I switch to Victreebel, regardless of the outcome, if they shield or not. This person plays it a little differently. They throw theirs, we throw ours, they shield here, but then we switch to Victreebel and they immediately switch to Mandibuzz. Now this is what I would not consider to be the norm for those of you watching. Normally they would keep Cofagrigus in and they would farm us down for one shield. So we would be forced to shield, and then they would switch. So a little differently here, but hey, no problem. So they're going to go ahead, they're going to kill our Victreebel here. One last aerial ace. We're throwing in Bastiodon, and we're going to go ahead and just farm it down as much as we can. Just a little sliver, but hey, every little bit helps. Last attack here. Foul play, no problem. Here comes Cofagrigus. Going to throw yet another Stone Edge. They choose to not shield it, which is great news for us. We quick switch to Medicham. We're going to go ahead and we're going to use, here comes Drapion. We're going to go ahead and use this power-up punch. Now this Drapion is not Shadow, so that means that we don't have to worry about its really hard-hitting crunch. So they are double charging here. It is no secret. Going to go ahead and let this crunch hit us. Now it does not lower our defense, but hey, we don't want to risk it. Shield here. Absolutely shield. Throwing this power-up punch, just making us stronger and stronger, which is what we want. They have one shield left, but hey, it is too little too late. Game over. All right, time for some Lickitung action. Now, as always with Lickitung, we're going to want to go ahead and nope, they switched, so we're going to switch to Victreebel. Don't worry about that Blizzard. Just take that Mud Bomb. It would take far too long for them to charge Blizzard. Don't worry about it. Don't shield. So Lickitung is back. Throw that Leaf Tornado. It's going to cut their attack, which is great news. Not much they can do now. And then, boom, our Victreebel is down. We're going to throw back in Bastiodon. Charge it up just as much as we can. They use a charge move of their own, but hey, it doesn't do very much damage. So Medicham is in. I'm using this flamethrower to try to just take away a little bit of damage, but hey, they throw a shield, even better. So our Medicham is coming out. They realize it. Game over. And that is it for the climb from 1 to 19. Everything after this is ELO based, but hey, 5-0, what a way to end it. I think this is the first time ever doing so. Normally I lose one. But hey, on to the next battle. We have Toxapex. They immediately switch to Sableye. So we're going to go ahead, bring in Victreebel. As always, with Victreebel, go ahead, eat that shield cost, and just kill Sableye with your fast move. Save that energy, and as soon as Toxapex comes out, we're going to go ahead and throw it. There it is, and unfortunately here, we do not get the attack break. Was really hoping for it, but hey, no worries. Still, Brian just doesn't have that damage output to really be effective, especially when Toxapex is at half health. There's the Brian. They quick switch to Obstagoon. They realize it is over. And now it's time to go up against a team in which I had a good lead, but ended up almost losing. So they waste no time in switching to Sableye, which means it's time for us to switch to Victreebel. Just like before, eat that shield cost and then just kill it with your fast. Now, after it is down, we are going to be stuck between a rock and a hard place. No pun intended. Going to throw that Sludge Bomb because, hey, it's going to do the most damage. A lot more than Leaf Tornado. Thought about lowering its attack, but hey, we wanted it to be dead. This is its quickest route to it. So Bastiodon's coming back in. They're going to throw this Overheat. Does a little bit of damage, but not too much. And then our Nightmare appears, Trevenant, with a 2-to-1 shield deficit. So they're going to throw the Shadow Ball. We're going to throw a Flamethrower just to get them down to 1 shield. No problem. So now it's time for Medicham to do some serious maneuvering, and we're going to use all of our knowledge that we've built up so far against other PvP opponents to make this happen. So they are going to overcharge this Shadow Ball. We know it's going to happen. We also know they're going to try to bluff us because they know we have 1 shield. It's going to be a Seed Bomb. It's got to be. So there's the Seed Bomb. Going to go ahead, and as soon as we charge up the Psychic, they know they're counting. They're going to switch to Mag Cargo. But guess what? We aren't biting. Trevenant comes back in, throw that Psychic, and it is game over. That was a close one, but now it's time for Tapu Fini. So we're going to switch to Victreebel, another rare time in which I switch to a hard counter. They bring out Lickitung. Going to go ahead, and you know what? I'm going to shield here, just because I don't have a whole lot that can take out Tapu Fini, and I just wanted to test this out, just to see what would happen. We don't get the attack break, but hey, no worries. Gonna shield this next Body Slam, because hey, why not? We're trying something out. Killing this Lickitung. They're gonna have to bring in, well, they're gonna wait for a second, but then they're gonna bring in Medicham. So, Leaf Tornado here. They go ahead, they use their last shield as well. We get that attack break, which was so important. Medicham's coming out. We're switching to Bastiodon. Gonna go ahead and just wait. We're able to throw our charged here, but here's the thing. We don't want to throw it yet. We want to wait until we're low enough with HP, because what we don't want to have happen is Medicham come and farm us down. So we have enough to where we can throw a Flamethrower, and that is so important because you always have to think a few steps ahead. Get that Flamethrower off. Now, no matter what they do, unless they get a defense break, they can throw 2 Psychics, and guess what? We are totally fine. We just need to throw 1 Psychic here, which of course is what we do, and it is game over. And now it's time for a Registeel lead. Now this isn't a very good training guide, but hey, this was a lot of fun, great battle, always fun when there's a nuke involved. So they waste no time in throwing this Zap Cannon. Go ahead, shield here. Don't want to lose that much HP, but guess what? They don't get the attack break, and that is huge for us because we're going to throw a Sludge Bomb their way and say goodnight, Jumpluff. It is game over. All right, now it's time to go ahead and move from 20 to 21. Had a great time. Go ahead, 2351, not bad. All right, time for a best case scenario lead with Alolan Ninetales. They switch to Galarian Stunfisk. We immediately bring out Medicham. Same thing as always, use that power-up punch, power-up punch, power-up punch. Don't worry about it, don't shield, whatever you do. Don't be afraid. They will get one last attack off, usually, and it will be a Rock Slide. It cannot be a second Earthquake unless they shield. So here it is, Rock Slide, no problem. They're going to go ahead, they're going to bring in Alolan Ninetales to make quick work of our gravely wounded Medicham. But hey, we get one last little Psychic off. There it is. They are down, and it becomes their Medicham versus our Victreebel. And hey, at this point, it's game over. So now we have an Obstagoon lead, and Obstagoon is one of my best win rates against a bad lead. They go ahead, they quick switch to Froslass. We use that power-up punch just so we can use a Psychic if need be. This is a strategy I've been trying out here. Always good to try new things, just in case they try to fake me out with an Avalanche. But hey, they use the Shadow Ball, no problem. Bastiodon is coming back in. They're going to go ahead and they're going to get 2 Shadow Balls off here. There's number 1 and number 2 right before they die. But hey, Bastiodon is a true tank. There it goes. Obstagoon coming in, going to throw this Stone Edge here. They shield, which was very lucky for us. We throw in Victreebel. They're going to go ahead and use an attack, Night Slash. We shield. Unfortunately, they get an attack boost, which is bad news for us, which means we absolutely have to use our last shield. So they quick switch to Lantern. We are going to throw this Leaf Tornado and pray that it lowers their attack, which it does. So this is great news. They use the Surf, but it's just not powerful enough to do anything. So we go ahead, we throw this Leaf Tornado just as they're about to die. There's our insurance, and boom, we win. And next up, we have a Pelipper lead, which is great news for us. We are weak to each other, but in the end, we can pull it off. So they know that. They quick switch to Vigoroth. We bring in Medicham. As always with Vigoroth, go ahead, use that power-up punch. Don't worry, they're going to get 2 body slams off. Sometimes they double charge it, sometimes they single charge it like this. Either way, they're going to get 2 off. But hey, do not shield. Don't worry about it. Vigoroth is down, and now we're just going to wait a little bit. And now they go ahead, they bring in Pelipper. We're going to use this Psychic right here, try to make them burn a shield, but hey, they don't shield. Great news for us. We're going to wait. Bastiodon's coming in. They bring in Galarian Stunfisk. At this point, it is over. They can get a total of 3 Rock Slides off against us. It won't kill us. We'll shield the first 2. They can't get an Earthquake off now. They can get 1 last Rock Slide, but it will not kill us. Absolutely will not kill us, and even if it did, Bastiodon would just need 1 boop and it would be over. So that's that. We win. So with Azumarill, I've been trying different approaches to it. I go ahead and stick with my old strategy here, throw in Medicham. They quick switch to Altaria, going to throw this power-up punch just as a form of insurance in case they do decide to stop attacking, because they don't want Bastiodon to come in and farm them down. So they go ahead and throw a Sky attack. They make quick work of Medicham here. But hey, that's great news for us because the Dawn is going to come in. He's going to take care of business, and he's just going to farm this Altaria down. Now, whatever you do, don't shield, don't use charge moves. Just KO it with your fast move. 1 last Sky attack, and then Altaria is sent packing. So they're going to send in Galarian Stunfisk, and this was huge for us. We're going to throw this Flamethrower. Luckily, they don't shield. Victreebel is coming out. They're charging up their charge moves. And now we're going to go ahead and use a shield here just because we don't want to take any chances. So Azumarill is coming back out. They're going to charge up this Ice Beam and use it, which of course means we're going to be out of shields. But hey, don't use that charge move. Azumarill is down. We're going to use a Leaf Tornado just to try to lower Galarian Stunfisk's attack. We get absolutely denied. They throw a Rock Slide here, but hey, we hang on. We throw 1 last Leaf Tornado. Finally, it lowers their attack, and then a couple more boops, and they are done. All right, so we have 2 things here. We have an Altaria and that wonderful weak connection sign. No worries, though. They're switching to Lantern. We're going to switch to Victreebel. And hey, as always, they can either get 2 Surfs or 1 Thunderbolt, neither of which will kill us. Lantern is down. They're going to go ahead, wait just a few seconds, let that timer reset. Here comes Altaria, going to throw that Sludge Bomb, and there it is. Going to do a good chunk of damage, but hey, well done, Victreebel, well done. Bastiodon coming back in. They're going to go ahead, they're going to throw a Sky attack here, and they're quick switching to Medicham, and it becomes a Medicham versus Medicham, both with 2 shields. We waste no time in throwing the Psychic. They say nope, and they shield, which really rare sight to see. Normally, the higher up you get, you actually see them shielding the first attack less. They try to fake us out with that Ice Punch, and that's the very reason why we don't shield the first attack. They throw a Psychic, we throw another Psychic. Here it comes. they use their last shield, and hey, we have one shield left, which is huge. They quick switch to Altaria, and hey, they realize it is game over. And so what was a good lead quickly turned sour when they go ahead and they switch to Shadow Venusaur. Now, our goal here is to use this flamethrower, but before we do, they do get off one Frenzy Plant. There it goes, and now it's time for our flamethrower, and of course they're going to shield. So we quick switch to Medicham, go ahead and use that Power-Up Punch. This is going to do one of two things. First off, it's going to boost our attack. Secondly, it's going to really run down that clock, because remember, we switched in later, and so we do not want to get caught. They throw this last Frenzy Plant. We opt not to shield. They're going to go ahead and bring in Registeel. As soon as they do, use that Power-Up Punch. And there it is. It's going to do a good chunk of damage because this is the second Power-Up Punch we've done. Couldn't get the third one off, but hey, no worries. Victreebel is coming in. They're going to go ahead and they're going to use a charged attack here. Going to save this shield just for emergency purposes only. They do get the attack break on us, but hey, we're going to return the favor, throw this Leaf Tornado. They use their last shield. There it is. They're going to throw one last charged move. We're going to shield here. They quick switch to Knocked Out. This was a huge mistake because now we're just going to go ahead. They're going to use a Shadow Ball here, but hey, no problem. It's going to do a good chunk of damage, but we're actually going to use our charged move. We throw it, and then here comes Registeel, and it is game over. All right, time for another Obstagoon lead. So immediately, as always with Obstagoon, switch to Medicham, and they are bringing in Skarmory. We're going to go ahead and use that Power-Up Punch, play about half the minigame, and throw it. So we have to decide what our opponent is doing. Are they going to try for the quick kill, or are they going to stop attacking? The higher you get, the more they stop attacking. But hey, we're going to go ahead and farm them down now. They're going to throw a Brave Bird to try to get us to kill them quickly, which totally fine. We at least charge up that Stone Edge to about 1 1/3, 1/2. One last fast move, and then we throw the Stone Edge. They don't shield, and we quick switch to Victreebel. Now, they're going to throw their Night Slash. We're going to shield, and then here comes Froslass. They try to save their charged energy here, which, hey, I don't blame them. But Leaf Tornado, we get the attack break, and then, boom, they are done for. And now it's just a matter of them killing Bastiodon. But hey, we have a shield. Not much else they can do. It is game over. Thank you all for watching, and have a wonderful rest of your day, night, wherever you are. Take care.